Let me welcome our representatives. As always, I have Ndubisi and Enugu in the studio. This morning it's my pleasure to welcome you, Ndubisi.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you, my dear people of Anambra State, and thank you to all the people who are Our-Mumu-Don Do. Good
Okay. All right. And also have in the studio with me, Sozo. It's my pleasure to welcome you.
Thank you very much, my honorable.
All right, let's quickly talk about this issue of social contract, because most times when we talk, people don't understand. Remember, one of the cardinal objectives of this very program now to enlighten the people, to make them know what they're supposed to know. If they send anybody go represent them, they go know what they send the person for. Let's talk about this social contract.
Okay, talking about social contract, our people know, just to bring it to the ordinary man level to understand. Social contract means if you call person, may you come be your servant for house, even your boy where you get for that shop. When I enter into contract, they call them agreement. They call them Oga and boy agreement. When you be say after so years, you have to settle them. And while you are still serving, this is what is expected of you to do. Now, social contract simply means holding those that you are sending into government accountable for their actions and inactions. You don't just sit back and just expect nothing from those in government. You need to know why they are going in there and tell them they are representing you, not themselves. So, social contract is entering that agreement between the people and those in government.
As you hear them saying, the social contract, make we hear from the BC.
Our people do no longer have confidence in what people are saying, including us, because so many people do not just believe. They say when politicians give us money, we'll just forget about it. So at this point, I want to tell you that we have to start by building a system that people should trust. Social contract starts from us understanding that we are the master and the people in power are the servants. Now, if we have that, because we are not here to talk too much, by next week, we should be having a town hall meeting, our mood town hall meeting in Onitsha, and that venue will be announced in our next program, which is coming up on Thursday. That town hall meeting is for us to meet ourselves one-on-one and begin to identify those things we need. And it's at that point, once you know that this is what you need, you will now say, this house member you are sending to House of Assembly, Anambra State, this is what you want him to do. We'll record it. This senator that we are voting for, we'll record it. This Federal House of Representatives we are voting for, we'll record it. It is at that point that we know what we should be holding against all these people we are sending into power. So that once they default, Our-Mumu-Don Do now will start the process of recall. We will start because we say now we be the government. And if now we be the government, we have the power to put them and to withdraw them. So having said that, we are moving into action. We are not here because people, we've talked a lot. My own moderator here said we are here to educate. Yes, we are here to educate and provide immediate solution, not long-term solution. That next week we will announce the venue of town hall meeting where all the people will want to be the government in their community, the frustrated and angry people that want to hold government responsible will come there and say, I want to be government in my own community. Thereafter, before then, you have to go to www.our-mumu-don-do.org and register to be a member. Once you register, you send your name and your local government to the number I called last week, which is 0803-6247-812. I will call the number and the website address towards the end of this program. We are moving into action. We don't have time. Yesterday, I met Keke people in Oka. Do you know that every day Keke and Pepe people paid 450 naira per day, 500 naira monthly? Then to register as somebody who don't spend thousands to buy Keke and Pepe, you will pay 40-something thousand naira. Keke and Pepe people feel come to that town hall meeting to say, I beg, this is exploitation. This is a wickedness. Why ordinary people go pay this kind of money? These big men, how much are they paying as tax? 450 naira every day. That's about 12,000 naira a month. So these keke people feel come say our social contract with that house member where with the votes is when you go into house, you sponsor bill to stop all this madness. To say the ordinary people go tax waiver for people where they earn less than minimum wage. Do you understand? So that is social contract. When keke come, they will talk, speak, and say we not be through their union, no, because their union they work with government against ordinary people. We know they pass through their union. The people where they drive keke, where they fear say they feel kill them if they talk. Even as Mumu-Don Do one interview them, they say we they fear. These people they carry juju. But I mean they can't kill us now because we don't dare to die. As we are working for people, any juju where you get, come and kill us. If we die, we not say we die serving the people.
They are. Let's quickly introduce Choma in the studio. Make we give Choma microphone. Make it help the people, Choma. I want to make you help the people. You know, say now you be the only woman we don't appear for this show, but we welcome you. Make you help the people.
Thank you very much, my people. I greet you now. Good morning. My name is Choma Ifemeludike. Yes.
And I know say Mumu-Don Do.
No, for you. My mood don't quench. You don't die.
Okay, you don't die. You know go Mumu again. No. All the one where you don't Mumu, we don't forgive you.
Thank you.
And go and know Mumu again.
Amen.
All right, let's quickly go back to the phone lines. Okay, remember we have Soso and then
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Yeah, the guests in the studio, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Marika Francis, I'm calling now from Awata.
Go on, Marika Francis.
Well, the Mumu-Don Do, what you are doing is very, very good. But as regards to the social contract, I didn't see how possible that one will be. Because all these laborers you see all around Anambra State, all of them has voters cards. And if your guys are inside, during the time of election, they will mobilize these people. Some who have not seen 20,000 will receive 50,000 to go and execute that election. And this any of them come out to do this thing you are talking now, he will receive assassination alert. Because it's happened to Okpoko here. When one guy is mobilized from Keke to go and protest a government house, as a result of this high increase of tariff, he received assassination attempt and alert. I think you search for this their leader. That is the way how this campaign can be possible. If not, if it's all these lunatics here and there, my brother, it's impossible. God bless you.
God bless you. You don't hear and make we see reaction first, Choma. If you react, make it what you talk.
Okay, my brother. Okay, I think it's important to start going on the positive side. You know, it's important that we start having the attitude of I can do or it is possible. I feel out of my skin when people say something is not possible, especially in our democratic dispensation. Just the other day, Obi as a person said she was going to run for presidency, and a lot of people were calling in on air and were saying it's impossible. What is impossible? So it is possible that a set of people can hijack government for so long, but it's not possible that a few sets can also take it back. I don't know, and it doesn't make any sense to me when people say it is not possible. The what was that campaign again? The not too young. Reconstruct SARS.
Okay, SARS, yes.
Alright.
Yes, it was someone that started it. Just a few people. Now look at the changes we're seeing. You don't see SARS harassing people. So I believe that if anything positive has to happen, we just need people to believe that they can do, and not just believing, coming out, doing what they can in their own capacity and capability. It is not enough to sit in your shop or stay at home and say it's not going to work. Why don't you come out and see how you can make this
people believe say we don't try before you know work. We don't try again, no work. We think
they never try anything. They never try anything.
You see, this is a deficit mentality, and that is what we want to cure.
Deficit, break and down.
The elites, they have succeeded in breaking the soul of the society. They've accepted their fate as slaves. But until the slaves rise, the slavery will not end. So the people has to short, it is time.
Okay.
It is time. There is no sentiment about it. And it's
I
possible.
want to make a react to this before we go back to the phone lines. Remember, when they talk about social contract, trying to protest when we should protest. When we see some things that are unfavorable to the people, it could be a business, it could be a union, just like you say, that union leaders work with government. And most times, when people try to rise, government uses the union leaders to suppress such uprising, and the people will still be enslaved. And people they talk say, even when people don't triumph, they receive a alert. In this time around, death alert. Talk something about this.
Sorry, people have not tried. What we've not got is people who are quite ideologically driven, and now credible platform. Because once you have these two, I cannot fight alone as individual. If I fight alone as individual, I'm finished. But I'm fighting under a platform that I recognize, not just in Nigeria, but world over. If you mention Our-Mumu-Don Do in America, somebody will respond. If you mention Our-Mumu-Don Do in UK, somebody will respond. If the commissioner of police in Anambra says, if I want to do something, I will write him. He will call me and say, go ahead and do it. Because they have come to trust our platform, that we are not into trouble, that we are for good governance and public accountability. These are the two things.
Right. I don't learn something. Waiting, I don't learn. They say, if they do things, make it do them using a credible platform.
Yes.
Because if you know do them using a credible platform, they go feel say they wanna be miscreants.
And again,
if you call it that hoodlums.
Sorry, I started by introducing myself, my background and where I'm coming from.
You don't work for many banks.
I have my records there from Enugu. People can go and ask who Ndubisi and Enugu represents.
For Enugu.
Yes, for Enugu. So I'm not hiding. They know me everywhere. Churches and pastors are helping us to solve our spiritual problem. Mumu has come to assist you to solve your physical problem, because if you don't get money in your pocket, your BP to go increase. If you don't get money in your pocket, even to be born again, you go to hard it. So we go help you fight those who they hold their money.
Say women their own, they be like say their own
money
better. Say their own better. On our own no better.
I take better.
On our own better, because as you find now, one man if you see you say I go marry you, and that don't solve the problem. You don't see him. I go marry you. I didn't go mean and the one thing get money. You don't know where the money come from, self.
Even the marriage self don't be like say them took whole marriage, whole money, whole everything.
Oh, the whole money, but they come again. When I don't see them that general problem. When I would need to talk that general problem, make everybody join hand, make we position things the way they're supposed to be for this country. Our-Mumu-Don Do. We no go mumu again. Now waiting we go tell ourselves, we go promise ourselves say we done mumu before, but now we no go mumu again. Now so we come to the end of this very Obonga program.